Now to that Fox 23 investigation, another scam tricking seniors out of their money.
You really hate to hear this happening. We recently told you about one scam trying to get seniors into fake investments. Well, Tulsa's investigative reporter Janna found out this latest one tries to trick you into thinking you're being helped with your computer problems.
This scam is targeting seniors. Scammers make you think they're helping you with IT technical support, but turns out it is just a scam. You might get an email, a text, or even a phone call. Someone who says they're with IT technical support and offering to help you fix your computer. But it's not true. It's a scam.
This is just a huge, huge problem, isn't it?
Absolutely, and it's only going to get worse over time.
Zulfikar Ramzan works for Aura, a consumer cybersecurity company. He told me how the scam works.
So the scammer will contact the victim and say that we noticed there's a problem with your computer. This is Microsoft technical support calling. We want to help you fix it. They get the victim to open up their computer. Inevitably, they somehow guide the victim into taking steps that reduces the security levels on the computer. And then once the door is sort of open, the attacker walks right in.
At that point, the attacker takes over the computer. They can steal your passwords and personal information.
How do they get their foot in the door?
What will happen is the attacker will just reach out to a bunch of potential victims, maybe by phone, and they'll hope that one victim, maybe sometimes if you tell enough people, somebody out there is having a problem with their computer or maybe is worried about it.
Scammers will often try to scare you into the scam.
Essentially creating a sense of urgency by saying, hey, if you don't fix this, your computer can get infected with viruses tomorrow. You better fix this today.
So they're making a whole bunch of phone calls and they're thinking, at some point, I'm going to get somebody who's got a computer problem.
Exactly. So it's kind of a spray and pray approach, if you will. But if you spray enough people, you're going to find one person who will be the victim. They'll say, hey, that's funny. My computer was acting slow today. Let me find out what I can do.
Let's say I'm a victim of this scam. How am I sending this person the money?
Things like Venmo and Zelle and all these payment systems, PayPal, et cetera. It can be check. It can be Western Union. It can be wiring. Really, there's no limit to how scammers are willing to collect money.
Typically, you follow the money. So why can't law enforcement follow the money and then find the recipient?
Right. You can follow the money. It's absolutely true. I think what the scammers are good at doing is laundering the money through various vehicles. When you start getting into things like cryptocurrencies in those areas, it becomes very difficult to start to trace everything down. In many ways, it's a perfect opportunity for scammers. They're able to execute a scam, make a lot of money, do it from their home effectively, and have a very low chance of getting caught.
How do people protect themselves?
If anybody reaches out to you unsolicited, whether it's a phone call or an email, et cetera, don't engage back. What you want to do is if they really say they're from Microsoft tech support, hang up the phone, go look up Microsoft tech support yourself online and call them directly to make sure that it actually is them.
Ramzan says anyone could get a phone call like this, but the scammers are targeting people 65 and older.
What's interesting with the senior population, we have seen in some of our data that a disproportionate number of them do pick up the phone when they get a call from an unknown number. And that's probably because they're used to a world being a bit different. They're also maybe more trusting. In some cases, it's loneliness. We've seen situations where they just want to talk to somebody, and whoever calls, they pick up.
If you're not the one that initiated the call, you shouldn't answer the call.
Exactly.
If you get tricked, report it to your local law enforcement agency. Many of them have a department to deal with online crimes like scams. You can find more info about this and how you should report it on fox23.com. Covering news that matters, Janna Clark, Fox 23 News.
The cybersecurity expert told Janna if you mess up and fall for the scam, call your bank and try to get that transaction reversed. It could be a very small window of opportunity, sometimes minutes or up to 48 hours. Now, the sooner you call, the better. He also says it would be smart to invest in identity theft monitoring.
Do you have a tip or issue that you think Janna Clark should investigate? Let us know. Email FOX23 Investigates at fox23.com or call 918-388-5354 or search Fox 23 Janna Clark on Facebook.